It begins with a sound, the soft click of a makeup brush against a palette, a quiet ritual in the bathroom's sterile light. You watch her from the doorway, a ghost in your own home. She is preparing for a girls' night out. The phrase sounds innocent, a harmless release. But a cold knot tightens in your gut. You feel it before you can name it. A premonition, she kisses you goodbye. It's a peck, a gesture as thin and fragile as a moth's wing. It doesn't land, it just brushes past. The scent of her perfume, something sharp and floral, hangs in the air like an accusation. And then the door clicks shut. The sound is final. An exclamation point at the end of a sentence you didn't know was being written. The silence that rushes in is not empty. It's heavy. It has weight. You wander the house, your home. But tonight it feels like a museum of a life that is no longer yours. Every object is an artifact, a piece of evidence. You think you're just waiting, killing time until she returns. But you're not. Your mind has become a courtroom, and you are the sole defendant, replaying every recent memory, searching for the crime. That comment you made about her dress, was it a joke or was it a judgment? The silence you held in the car, was it comfortable or was it cold? The prosecution, a voice in your head, twists everything. This isn't paranoia, this is intuition. You are sensing a fundamental truth about the ritual of the girls' night out. Here is the brutal truth. Her girls' night out is a covert trial, a psychological hearing where your entire character is submitted for review. She is not just sharing stories, she is presenting evidence. Each anecdote, each complaint, each sigh is an exhibit for the prosecution.
And her friends, they are not a support system. Tonight, they are the jury.
This isn't about objective truth, it's about collective validation. The jury is not impartial. They are her allies, sworn to her side before the first piece of evidence is ever presented. Their role is not to challenge her perspective, it is to amplify it, to take her flicker of doubt and fan it into an inferno of certainty. It's a psychological mechanism known as the social echo chamber, an environment where a belief is reinforced through repetition and agreement within a closed system. She isn't seeking advice, she is seeking permission. Permission to feel the way she already does. Permission to believe that the problem isn't the relationship, it's you. Let's call our subject Elias. He thinks his partner, Lilith, is out for cocktails. He is mistaken. Lilith is in court. Exhibit A. He never asks about my day anymore. This is presented. The jury leans in. Their faces are masks of performative sympathy. One friend pats her hand. He's taking you for granted, she whispers. The whisper is not a comfort. It's a verdict. The truth is, Elias had a brutal day at work. He was quiet because he was exhausted, trying to protect her from his own stress. But that context is not admissible in this court. Exhibit B. He bought me flowers, but they were carnations. He knows I love lilies. A minor oversight is reframed as a profound act of emotional negligence. Another friend chimes in. It shows he doesn't listen. The small things are the big things. The echo chamber strengthens. The narrative solidifies. In Elias's memory, he bought the carnations because the lily stand was empty and he didn't want to come home empty-handed. A gesture of love, but his testimony will never be heard. By the second cocktail, the trial is in full swing. The evidence compounds. Minor slights become major crimes. Thoughtlessness becomes malice. Absence becomes abandonment. The friends are no longer just a jury, they are co-prosecutors, offering up their own stories of men who just don't get it, fueling the collective fire. The verdict was never in doubt. It was decided the moment she chose to make her private doubts a public case. The trial is merely a formality, a ritual of confirmation. You deserve better, they say in unison. The final judgment. The sentence is passed. Back in the silent house, you feel a shift in the atmosphere. A chill that has nothing to do with the temperature. You don't know why, but you know the world is different than it was 3 hours ago. Then the sound, The key in the lock. But it doesn't sound like a key anymore. It sounds like a bolt being thrown, the turning of a ward. She walks in. She looks the same. But the energy around her has changed. The warmth has been replaced by a polite, impenetrable cold. She is armored. You ask, "How was your night?" A simple question, a bridge, but she doesn't cross it. "It was fine," she says. The two most devastating words in the English language: a wall, not a window; a sentence, not a statement. You look into her eyes, searching for the person you knew this morning. She's not there. You are looking at the avatar of a committee's decision. You were tried, convicted, and sentenced in absentia. And your crime was simply being imperfect. Your punishment is to be loved by a person who has now been convinced she is settling. This is not about her. This is not about her friends. This is about a psychological pattern, a dangerous ritual of outsourcing emotional processing. When doubt is not confronted but confirmed, it metastasizes. It grows into a cancer of resentment that poisons the relationship from within. The girl's night out didn't create the problem. It merely gave it a name and a shape. It took a vague feeling and codified it into a legal argument against you. So what do? You cannot forbid the trial. You cannot cross-examine the jury. You are powerless over a process you are not even invited to witness. The only answer is awareness. To understand that when she leaves for that night, the ground beneath your feet is shifting. To recognize the coldness upon her return, not as an attack, but as a symptom of a verdict rendered. You cannot win a trial you don't know you're in. The battle was lost not in the argument you will have tomorrow, but in the quiet, smiling whispers of tonight.